It's early morning. The sun's barely up, the air is cool, and the first light glows softly across the fairway. It's not a basketball court, not the roaring arenas we've come to associate with her name. This is different. This is golf. And standing on that tee box, holding a driver instead of a basketball, is Caitlin Clark. The same Caitlin Clark who took college basketball by storm. The same young woman who transformed the WNBA overnight. And now she's about to do it again. It's just past 7 a.m. when the crowd begins to stir. Hundreds of fans have already gathered, phones in hand, eyes locked on the green. You can feel the anticipation like something historic is about to happen. Caitlin steps up to her ball. Calm, focused, balanced, no flashy entrance, no nerves showing. She draws back her club and sends it soaring down the fairway. A clean, powerful drive that cuts through the morning air and lands perfectly center. The crowd explodes in applause. Not polite golf claps, real applause. The kind that says, "We just witnessed something special." Right there, in that moment, Caitlin Clark proved it again. She's not just an athlete. She's a phenomenon. Word spreads fast. By the second hole, the crowd has doubled. By the fourth, it feels like an arena. Golf fans, basketball fans, even casual spectators. They're all here for one reason: to watch Caitlin Clark do the impossible. Again, commentators can't believe what they're seeing. Her swing? Smooth and controlled. Her focus? Unshakable. Her presence? Electric. She isn't just participating, she's commanding the course. Next to her are legends like Annika Sorenstam and Nelly Korda, golf icons who've mastered this sport their whole lives. But Caitlin? She's playing like she's been here for years. Every drive, every approach, every putt, it's all dialed in. She's reading the greens, judging the wind, and executing with precision that leaves even pros impressed. To truly understand this moment, you have to remember where she came from. The arenas, the lights, the pressure of March Madness, the endless debates, the critics, the comparisons. They said she was just a shooter, just a college star, just another hype story. And yet, time and time again, she shattered every label they tried to stick on her. College records fell. Attendance record broke. TV ratings skyrocketed. She turned women's basketball into a movement. And now, here she is again, on a completely different field, reminding the world that greatness doesn't belong to one sport. It belongs to mindset, to discipline, to belief. If you look closely, you'll notice something familiar about Caitlin Clark, even out here. It's that same calm intensity in her eyes, the kind you saw in the final minutes of a tied basketball game. But this time, it's not a shot clock ticking down. It's the hush of the crowd before her putt. The sound of wind brushing past the trees. The weight of expectation. And the beauty of silence. She steps up to a tricky 6-foot putt. She lines it up. Smooth stroke, and it drops. Right in the center. Cheers erupt again. A smile flashes across her face. Not of surprise, but of quiet confidence. She's exactly where she's meant to be. By now, everyone knows it. The Caitlin Clark effect is real. Everywhere she goes, cameras follow, crowds gather, and sports grow. It happened in college. It's happening in the WNBA. And now, unbelievably, it's happening in golf. The LPGA Pro-Am wasn't just another celebrity event. It became a showcase of crossover excellence. Because when Caitlin Clark plays, people watch. When she competes, she inspires. And when she wins, she changes everything. For years, critics have tried to limit her story. They've questioned her hype, her influence, even her personality. But one by one, they've been proven wrong. And now, on a golf course, where she had every excuse to be average, Caitlin Clark showed up and performed like she'd been doing this all her life. She didn't need to talk back to the doubters. Her swing did that for her. She didn't need to make a statement. Her composure did. That's the difference between good athletes and great ones. The greats don't argue with their critics. They outgrow them. As Caitlin continued through the round, something remarkable happened. The veterans, people like Annika Sorenstam, weren't just watching politely. They were impressed. You could see it in their smiles, in their quiet nods after her shots. They recognized greatness when they saw it. For Annika, one of the greatest to ever touch a golf club, sharing the green with Caitlin wasn't just about mentorship. It was about respect, athlete to athlete. And that's what makes Caitlin so rare. She earns respect not through words, but through work. Golf isn't about brute strength. It's about rhythm, patience, and precision. And that's what shocked everyone most about Caitlin. Because the same qualities that made her a basketball superstar, her control, her focus, her balance, translated perfectly to golf. Every shot looked measured. Every follow-through had intention. She wasn't rushing. She wasn't forcing. She was flowing. And as she moved from one hole to the next, it became clear. Caitlin Clark wasn't just dabbling in golf. She was excelling in it. Some athletes become famous for dominating one sport. But then, there are a few rare ones. Those who transcend boundaries. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Serena Williams dabbling in other fields. And now, Caitlin Clark joins that conversation. Because what she showed that day wasn't just skill. It was adaptability. It was confidence. It was greatness in its purest form. And as the cameras rolled, as fans posted videos, as social media lit up with her best shots, a new narrative began to form. Caitlin Clark isn't limited to one arena. She is the arena. By the final holes, the crowd had swelled. Phones up, cheers echoing through the fairway. Every swing was met with applause. Every smile with admiration. Caitlin wasn't just playing golf. She was making a statement to every young athlete watching. You don't have to fit into one box. You can be more. You can be great everywhere. When she finally walked off that last green, the energy was electric. People weren't just clapping for a golfer. They were celebrating a generational athlete. As the day ended, one question lingered in every fan's mind. What can't Caitlin Clark do? Basketball, golf. What's next? The truth is, it doesn't matter what sport she picks up next. Because Caitlin Clark's story isn't about golf or basketball. It's about possibility. It's about what happens when someone refuses to let limits define them. When someone uses every ounce of talent, drive, and heart to chase something bigger. She's not chasing trophies anymore. She's chasing legacy. And if this LPGA appearance proved anything, it's that Caitlin Clark's legacy is already unstoppable. From the hardwood to the green. From the roar of the crowd to the hush of the tee box. Caitlin Clark continues to redefine what it means to be an athlete in this generation. Her journey isn't just about winning games. It's about inspiring millions. Because when Caitlin Clark steps into a new arena, it doesn't just change the game. It changes everything.